You can't even say he was just trying to give constructive criticism. Jameson and his tactics on child rearing Gabe were so outrageous. It was even to the point where Gabe was saying at some points, like, oh, I'm just glad that my father let me go out on my own. He's like, listen, I need you to go out and get our fresh meat. Can you not F up? Can you not do anything right? This and that. And I think Gabe does just have this desire to want to make his father proud. What good are you to me if you can't carry your own weight? I was like, Jameson? It's not that serious. As you can see, this book, okay, this book here, from the cover, you could tell it's going to be wild. This book is called Good Home Cooking, an extreme horror novella, Our Family Recipe, Book 1 by Christian Birch. Christian, you did not have to show out like this, okay? I don't even like gory books. I sit here and I read these psychological thrillers as a way of traumatizing myself. I don't even know what my intention is. All I can say is, when it comes to this series, you can best believe I plan on reading every single book down to, like, I think it's about 6 books in this series. I intend on reading it because this book was a 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. From the very beginning, there was a gory scene with someone getting kidnapped, you guys, and I was like, why are they kidnapping people? Like, are they going to, like, SA them? Are they going to, like, what is getting ready to happen? Y'all, this family owns a restaurant, okay? And the family sells steaks and a bunch of other things. And they have to make sure that they have fresh meat every day to keep the family business running. I don't know why cows and pigs and everything else that you can sit here and use off an animal wasn't good enough. I guess for them, free meat is better than expensive meat. And by free meat, they mean human meat. I was so thrown. Okay? These people are not only kidnapping people, they are torturing them in the wildest ways. Like, they're not even putting these people to sleep when they're taking meat off of them. They're like, oh, we need a T-bone steak. Is that a, here, let's outline the shape right here and let's cut it out and this and that. I I didn't know what to think. This book started off with a detective trying to sit down and speak to this young lady that is in this psych ward. She is in there because she was linked in connection to a crime, and like they were even telling them, like, listen, she is beautiful, but do not let her fool you, okay? Those green eyes that she has, she was also helping to kill about 20 people, if not more. So don't fall for her charm. Don't fall for any of her nonsense. Please know that that woman is dangerous. So when you guys go in there trying to get answers to your questions, make sure that you're prepared for whatever, because you might experience it with her. So there's a young man, his name is Dylan. He is a part of a band, and his bandmates are so sick of him being a drunk. They are so sick of this man showing up to every practice drunk. And luckily, he's not like that man off the Temptations when he was like, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Like, he's not coming like that. He keeps apologizing and he keeps saying how, like, he's going to stop drinking. But his bandmates are so sick and tired of hearing this empty promise from him, because they're like, you done said this about 6 times. Like, when are you going to stop? Like, we're losing money. Do you not care about our fans? Do you not care about us having sold out performances? Is this not something that we're grinding for anymore? And they're even having discussions about, if we have to replace this man, this is just what we're going to have to do. I wanted Dylan to get better so bad. When you read Dylan's backstory and when you read the trauma that he had went through and the unsurmountable amount of loss that he experienced, it made sense why he was drinking his issues away. I really wish he had just been upfront with his friends and just told him, like, listen, this is what I'm dealing with, instead of trying to battle it on his own, because then maybe they could have helped him to get some help. Like, his drinking problem is beyond the point of he can just do it on his own. He could try and stop drinking on his own. It's getting out of hand. So I really wish he had have at least like opened his mouth and got the support that he needed. The young man in this book, okay, let me get this young man's name. The young man is Gabe and his father is Jameson. Gabe seems like a young man that I believe they said he was like 6'3" and he's like 250 pounds. Sounds like a very strong and diesel man. I just wanted Gabe to get away from his father. His father, Jameson, is so ruthless because he's like, listen, I need you to go out and get our fresh meat. Can you not F up? Can you not do anything right? This and that. And I think Gabe does just have this desire to want to make his father proud or at least whatever. Jameson is not that father at all. Like, Jameson is so very much so like, you know what, either you're going to do things my way or I'm going to basically attack you. Like, Gabe is even walking around with a bruise on his face because his father attacked him. And then there was even a part in the book where Gabe got hurt. Jameson didn't even care. Like, when I say this man is ruthless, like I think Jameson is hands down the most harsh father I have ever read about in my life. This man was, you can't even say he was just trying to give constructive criticism. Jameson and his tactics on child rearing Gabe were so outrageous. It was even to the point where Gabe was saying at some points, like, oh, I'm just glad that my father let me go out on my own. And I'm like, well, damn, are you like 16, 17? Bruh, this man was like 22, 23. And his whole life just revolved around his father in this restaurant that's being run by his mother, his father, and the rest of them. Like, I was so disgusted at some points, but it was a page turner. So, the part of the book that had me like, yo, Jameson is absolutely wild. Jameson gets angry with his son because their catch gets away. Jameson's anger exploded out of him like a raging animal at the scene that greeted him upon opening the door of the storeroom. His son was on the ground, not moving, and a person was running at full speed for the woods. It wasn't hard to surmise what had led to the current predicament. A moan from his son answered the question on whether or not he was dead. Not that he would be too terribly upset, it would just mean an increased workload on himself. Approaching his son, he shook his head in disbelief at his failure. Sweat covered Gabe's face, and a line of blood and spit dripped from his torn lip. The vague outline of the escape artist disappeared into the tree line. Face scrunched up in pain, his son sat up and reached for a hand to him. Jameson swatted it away with disgust. Worthless. You have one fucking job to do and you managed to fail at it. Now I've got to go clean up after your mess. What good are you to me if you can't carry your own weight? I was like, Jameson? It's not that serious. I'm sure there will be another homeless person or person that gets stranded for you guys to go catch. Like, you don't have to speak to your son that way. Y'all, this book, now, the way it ended, you could really sit here and decide, you know what, one book is enough. You can decide, I'm going to read book after book. The way it ends, it doesn't end with a cliffhanger. So I would say it ends with a decent end. Either it can be considered as a cliffhanger because it's going to take you into part two, or you can take it as that was enough for me. The ending of the book, I have no issues with it. This author here, they don't have to worry. They gained a fan with me, okay? I found the book. I think the first book was free when I had found it. I do know that the second book, I will be reading it. It is available on Kindle Unlimited. You guys, this book was absolutely nuts. If you have not already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. I am coming with book reviews back to back this year, okay? I have another book releasing in a couple of weeks. It's available for 99 cents on Kindle, and you know it's going to be available with Kindle Unlimited. Go ahead and cop it on February 26th. Thank you for coming to my channel, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.